Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, Vince McMahon knows his WrestleMania match sucked, and he doesn't care.
The real reason Alexa Bliss hasn't been on WWE recently.
Cody Rhodes is set for tonight's SmackDown tapings.
And could WWE be set for a takeover? I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Andy Murray.
And this is the news. Do the thing.
Oh, like the Acclaimed. Yes, okay.
What day is it, baby? What day is it?
It's Fiend Snake on a TV day. That's what day it is. Not to undermine the very serious stories we have today or anything like that. But we're going to start by talking about Vince McMahon's match at WrestleMania, which was...
Five stars according to Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, sure.
Will he put out a rating for that? He has to. He can't.
Yeah,
or
he
just...
will. There'll be a rating for it, for sure. Unless he goes... Well, no, because he'll generally just assign the star rating to anything that isn't cinematic, really.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't cinematic. It was, as in it was obviously live.
It was certainly something.
It was something. He doesn't care, though. Vince doesn't care, right? Fightful Select's coming through with the report stating that Vince had decided that he was going to wrestle at Mania months in advance. A bunch of people close to him, including members of the creative team, had vocally said that this was a terrible idea. But like Barry from EastEnders, Vince said, "We're gonna do it anyway." And he wrestled. Obviously, he ended up wrestling Pat McAfee. The match was like him running into Pat's arm, like Pat falling over, Austin Theory interfering, and then like just gently putting a football in his stomach and getting pinned for some reason. And apparently Vince knows it's terrible. Vince knows it's terrible, but he doesn't care as long as people laughed and were entertained. Apparently a bunch of laughs have been shared backstage about this. Stone Cold Steve Austin obviously came out, hit everyone with a stunner. Vince's bump was weird, understandably weird because he's 76.
Austin Theory's was awesome, by the way.
Austin Theory's was tremendous. Vince was kind of laughing about that as well. Apparently he recognizes the whole thing was just awful. But he's okay as long as people were entertained. I thought this was, and me and Sidgwick broke it down a little bit on the Star Ratings video. I thought this was bad on not even a so bad it's good level. This was just like, understandably, right? Vince is not able to do much because he's 76 years old. But don't wrestle in that. Like this, if he was, is Vince McMahon capable of being embarrassed? I don't think so. But this was like, I don't know, mate.
I had a great time watching it, I gotta admit. But it was a means to an end, I got it, so you could bring Stone Cold out on night 2 and like you say, you could hit everyone with a stone.
Could you just done that without the match?
Yeah, the weird thing is though, and even Michael Sidgwick, and think about what that means, even Michael Sidgwick thinks that this genuinely hasn't affected Pat McAfee. Like, he still thinks Pat McAfee could be WWE champion just on his own right, because he's just super over, and he had a really quite enjoyable match with Austin Theory, and in reality, in a few months' time, what are we going to remember?
Yeah.
His mad backflip, superplex thing, winning the match against Austin Theory, and then Stone Cold came out and stunned McMahon terribly, and something else happened in the middle.
I think that's probably down to, like, even the most, like, people who only watch WWE, nothing else, no interest in other products, will look at this and go, it's Vince's fault.
Yeah.
Like, it's just Vince being, he's done something here. Yeah, I mean, I'm at least glad that he's kind of aware that it stunk. Like, if he came out of this thinking, oh, that was awesome, I'm going to do another one, pal.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's the last we see of him in the ring. Look, he's in tremendous shape. He's in better shape than me, and I'm half his age, obviously. But I never need to see this ever again. No. I thought it was one of the worst WrestleMania matches of all time. Being real.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
I didn't even think it was funny, man. Like, it was just like, this is sad. This is an old man. Just let's go to the next story. I'm going to get hate for this. I don't care.
Do you know what I'm fascinated by is that, and I said Meltzer. And Meltzer's like arm crossed like, well, this isn't very good. With Johnny Knoxville, Sami Zayn. I was like, Dave, mate,
come
it's
on.
Not. What are you thinking this is going to be?
Yeah, did you think that Johnny Knoxville was going to come out and work holds?
If he doesn't give... man hit a bloody body slam.
That's
if he doesn't give that 5 stars.
That's going to be a dud. 100% that's going to be a dud.
Dave Meltzer getting star ratings wrong? No, surely not. Right, let's move on and talk about Alexa Bliss. Yes, exactly. It's just a bit of fun. It's one man's take, doesn't matter. Right, Alexa Bliss. She's not been on our screens much recently. She only made an appearance, of course, at Elimination Chamber, and she's disappeared ever since then. And the reason for that has been discovered by PW insiders Mike Johnson, who has revealed that Bliss and her fiancé, Ryan Cabrera, I knew I was going to mess that up.
Ryan Crab.
They're currently preparing for their wedding. They are set to tie the knot
people.
at a secret ceremony in Palm Springs, California this weekend. That's weird. My invite hasn't arrived yet. Anyway, look, they've been a couple since 2019. They were introduced by The Miz, which is lovely, all
That's
this.
nice, that's nice.
They got engaged in November of 2020, and the reason, they've been off is because they were getting ready for their wedding,
Fair
which,
play.
if anyone's got married, knows. Yeah, it's bloody stressful. You don't want to be faffing about with going on TV, basically. She hasn't been on TV regularly since September 2021. I can't wait for her return. Congratulations to her and her fiancé. Congratulations to Corey and Carmella as well, who got married. Featuring John Moxley wearing a
T-shirt and a bum bag.
Yep, something like that. But yeah, lovely stuff. All this. It's just a nice story. And, I'm happy to report. The reason someone's off telly is because they're having something nice happen to them in their life outside of wrestling.
Yeah, for sure. Very bold move of Alexa Bliss to get married to a literal crustacean in Ryan Crab. Good for them. It's just nice stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he gonna have to walk sideways down the aisle?
Yeah. What noise does a crab make?
Yeah, basically that.
Is that how they sound?
I think that's a Pokemon, but I think you're pretty
Oh,
close.
that's right. Crabachew. That's the one. What's your favourite Pokemon?
Diglett. Just not even.
Piglet.
No.
That's from Winnie the Pooh, you
Piglet.
idiot. Come on. Piglet?
Can you tell this is a Friday news?
I legit like
That was out and about in, where was it? Alnwick or whatever it is.
Anik.
I never know how to pronounce it. I'm not from round here.
Snake
That,
on
not
loose.
the Fiend mask.
The Fiend.
That's been added in post, I've got to be honest.
Snorlax. That's my favourite
Yes.
Pokemon.
Oh, I can relate to that
Just a
at the
big
moment.
fat guy who sleeps.
Yep.
What do I have in common with that? Next story, Cody Rhodes. He's going to be at tonight's SmackDown tapings.
Oh, I'm so excited!
Again, PW Insider's Mike Johnson coming through with this, and you know it, unlike Stained, Mike Johnson's on the inside because he works for PW Insider. Anyway,
And like Stained, it's been a while since we've seen Cody Rhodes on SmackDown, isn't it?
have you seen what that Stained guy's up to these days?
I don't want to know.
Oh, he's into some serious weird stuff, brother. Cody Rhodes is going to be at the SmackDown tapings. No word on whether or not he's actually going to appear on the show. Now, to editorialise this and go beyond the story a little bit, obviously, Roman Reigns said he's going to announce his next move on SmackDown. Undisputed WWE Universal Champion of the World,
We're
Galaxy
the ones.
Patrol. That we are the one. Cody Rhodes said on Raw, I want to win the title, I want to do it for my dad, all of that stuff. Put 2 + 2 together and get 9 in this situation is maybe them doing a confrontation, but like I said, there's no confirmation that he's actually going to be on the show, just that he's going to be in the building. Could just be like a victory lap kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm back, let's meet everyone.
Could be doing the dark match. He did it on Raw.
He could do a dark match, yeah. He could do a dark match. Also scheduled for tonight, Lacey Evans is apparently coming back.
Yeah.
According to the same source, PW Insider's Mike Johnson, not of Stained. I'm on the inside.
Well, Mike Johnson, he's got some very good scoops, and we appreciate him all the time on this news. But I've got my own sources, and I can reveal exclusively that Cody Rhodes is going to hit a crossroads on Paul Heyman tonight.
Good.
There you go.
Why didn't Paul Heyman take the F9 at the
F9?
F9?
It's not quite as good as the F10. It's better than the F5.
F9? Why didn't he take the Alt F4 at the
The
pay-per-view?
F9, I've got to say, is one of the best films in the Fast and Furious franchise. It's got John Cena in it.
It's up there. It's
It
up
is.
there for sure. What's your favourite one?
A car lands on a plane. Is the F9 the one where they put a car in space as well?
See, I watched all of the Fast and Furious films again in like a month in lockdown, so
Wow.
they're all the same. Like the only one that stands out is Tokyo Drift.
Yes.
And because it's so weird and there's no one in it. But I love these films, don't get me wrong. When I say they're weird, I mean they're stupid, but good stupid.
And let's be honest, still a better franchise than Lord of the Rings.
They're pro wrestling, and pro wrestling's better than Lord of the Rings as well.
Absolutely.
Screw you, goblins.
Yes, I'm
Take
converting
that.
you.
I like Lord of the Rings. I'm just doing your.
Sucks.
But I've already got the Pokemon heat today.
Stop walking through bloody fields and get on with it, and fly the rings to Mordor. Just get on with it, you dickheads. Right, what are we talking about? Oh yeah,
Worst anime ever.
WWE and their possible takeover. It feels like this story is always just sort of floating around in the background. According to CNBC, Vince McMahon's sports entertainment behemoth could be the next logical pickup for a Disney, a Netflix, a Paramount, an NBC Universal, etc. Look, Nick Khan has declared WWE is open for business. It's publicly traded, blah, blah, blah. I can understand why this is being referenced, and they are making money hand over fist at the moment. And you may argue that, with all the budget cuts and releases and the change that they've made, they could be, trimming down in anticipation of a takeover. But, and I have no reason to say this, but I'm just going to give you my opinion, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, Andy.
No, absolutely not. I don't think they have any interest in selling just now unless an astronomical offer comes through the roof. If they do sell, I think it will be to a streaming platform. That's the business at the moment.
Yep.
There are loads and loads of streaming platforms. They are all overpaying for content. They are hoovering as much content up as possible because in a while the market is going to shrink. The bubble is going to burst and all the content will be left on the surviving platforms. So these platforms are trying to get a foothold.
Yeah.
They're trying to establish their place in the market.
Yeah.
We'll see how it pans out long term. But if WWE does get bought out, I believe it will be, yes, from a Disney, from a Netflix, from a BBC iPlayer. What else is a platform?
That'd be great. David Attenborough, WWE TV.
Observe, in his natural habitat, the happy Corbin. Grilling a poor defenceless gerbil upon his grill. I can't do it.
He'd do it well, though.
Who would you get off BBC? I'd get the Mitchell brothers, probably. Get them on. Curly Watts.
Get out of my ring.
Set up the Queen Vic backstage. Who could be the landlord? What British people? Wade Barrett, there you go. What a pint of John Smith's. He definitely drinks John.
100%.
Let's get to these questions, right? You know
Yeah,
what?
let's get serious.
Yeah, let's get normal. You know what we do on Friday? I want bad questions. I don't want good questions.
No.
I want stuff. Bless the handful of you that when I put the spread out, come through and go, what do you think of my really good wrestling idea? My friend, that's a Monday to Thursday job. On Friday, I don't want good stuff, I want nonsense. So with that in mind, our first question today comes from Shut Up Brandon, who asks the following. If I ordered a Fiend on Wish.com, what would turn up?
Oh.
Edge.
I'm done for doing takes on Edge on the internet for a few days, I think. What's like a knockoff Fiend? I mean, I'd say the Fiend.
Yeah, I mean, you could give a boring answer, it'd be like Alexa Bliss, or who else is a bit supernatural? These Abaddon.
Yeah.
Who else is spooky? Julia Hart, she's spooky these days.
Oh yeah, she's got
Yeah.
I'd just say crispy. You remember the crispy version of the Fiend?
Crispy
Yeah,
Fiend.
that was weird, wasn't it?
You order the Fiend off Wish.com and get a bag of overcooked sausage rolls. Let us know what you think, Dan.
Bag of pork scratchings with a face drawn on it. That's what you get if you order that.
That bean photo you took of beans on a spoon, where it was like a style, but with pork scratchings. There you go. That's the Fiend. Anyway, I have to get one. Literally, I put this thread out and half the questions are about the Fiend. I love it.
I love it.
I love it. There he is, in the background there.
Imagine when he returns, guys.
The flat is taking a Friday off.
Yeah,
today,
yeah.
But, you know, still,
He's getting ready for Easter.
Oh God, the flat loves the Easter egg hunt. He loves an Easter egg, the flat F-U-C-K. Anyway, next question.
It's a really flat crocodile with a big oval shape in it.
I've eaten all the eggs. Edward, that's how he speaks.
That's how the whale speaks.
I'm the whale, and I'm the crocodile. Colin the alligator, I love him. Edward Shiraz Hands asks, right, this is going to blow your wig off.
Okay.
Who would win? Omos with Darby Allin's legs. Brian Cage with Marco Stunt's arms. Or Bobby Lashley with Rey Mysterio's head.
I got it, Lashley with a mysterious head.
I'm going with Brian Cage with Marco Stunt's arms. I want to see a gigantic man with little T-Rex arms flailing about.
That is a hell of a triple threat visual, isn't it?
I've got a better one.
Just Rey Mysterio's head on Bobby Lashley's shoulders.
Hornswoggle with the Great Khali's arms. Oh, wow.
Can someone do a Photoshop of those four men standing across the ring from each other, please?
Like, can someone do these weirdly proportioned humans? Good. Our final question today comes from Ric Flair Andy, who asks the following. I don't know if this is actually Ric Flair. It might be my burner account, to be honest. What other electrical home appliances should Eddie Kingston throw, and who at?
Hey. He threw a telly, obviously.
The tellies
the
are heavy.
Appreciation Society.
I reckon a radiator.
Also, shout out to Matt from, what's his name now? Not Big
2.0.
I was going to call him Big Daddy
what
for his
did
name.
Kingston call him?
Daddy Magic.
What did Kingston call him?
Oh, I can't
it was
remember.
Like Magic Dad or something like that.
Daddy Magic tweeted, I'm safe from Eddie Kingston now because I'm at the gym for the next 90 minutes. Fantastic tweet.
Very good.
I'm terrified of Eddie Kingston. I'm just having a laugh. Yeah. Right. A toaster. I feel like he could really get some shot put a toaster. He strikes me when he's already thrown a blender in the past.
Yeah.
Whether it be at someone or not. In terms of who he'd throw it at, Like, Jericho Appreciation Society is a given, obviously. Do you know what? Oh, maybe you could chuck, like, what could he throw at him? Maybe give me a second here.
A pin?
George Foreman Grill.
Not
on, that's dangerous. George
Yeah.
Foreman Grill at Sammy and Tay just to separate them from each other for a bit. Calm down, you two. You got anything else to do with your spare time?
I reckon he's throwing a Jack LaLanne juicer at Trent. Why not? I don't know why, but that's
Trent's
what we're
grumpy
going
enough
with.
at the moment.
He is, isn't he?
Jeez.
He's having a tough one. Anyway.
Let us know your answers to all the questions we've had there in the comment section below. We'll move on to today's, and finally, I just wanted to end the week with someone who's just having a lovely time of it right now, Andy. And his name, and he's top of your Wrestler of the Year statistical analysis spreadsheet,
Yes,
Dax Harwood.
Uncle Dax.
He tweeted, yes, Brett did text me last night, and yes, I broke down in tears. Look, I'm so happy for them. They're just having the best time of
How are
it.
you doing this sincere thing at the end of this?
I'm just trying to wrap it up nice.
Nonsense video.
We've got a snake with a fiend mask on. We've done all those mad questions. But I saw that and
What
I
are you
thought,
doing?
Let's just, hey, look, the wrestler who's had a rough time of it in the past.
Yes.
He's just having a great time right now, and we're so happy for him and for Cash, all of FTR. They're just killing it right now. I mean, we talked about it yesterday. Tag Team of the Year.
Yeah, absolutely. Best tag team in the world for me, and they are in the form of their lives. And very happy for Dax. I think he's been very open and honest about various issues he's dealt with in his career, and it's nice to see him earnestly having his moment in
Question, sincere question.
Question.
Do you think Bret Hart uses emojis?
Bears, beats.
Battle Strike Leg.
Bret Hart uses emojis. Absolutely not.
No.
He's
Do you think he does to the extent of like the old school colon line?
I don't think so.
bracket?
I think he would use those characters to bury Goldberg.
I'd love it
instead.
if he did semicolon line P. Great match, mate.
What emoji does he use the most? I reckon it's the crocodile.
No question.
Fiend mask. There's a fiend mask emoji on the WhatCulture office Slack.
If you haven't got it on your work Slack,
You
honestly,
suck.
what are you doing with your lives? Right, let us know your thoughts on all of that and today's news stories in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And subscribe to What Culture Wrestling on either iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from for daily wrestling podcasts. Myself and the Dudley Boys sitting down to preview Friday Night SmackDown and AEW Rampage a little bit later on today. And we've got Wrestle Culture with all the fallout from WrestleMania 38 as well. Plus, you can let us know your thoughts and Twitter questions and pictures of wrestlers with other wrestlers stuck onto them, basically.
And the Fiend.
Yeah.
Drawings of the Fiend.
At What Culture WWE. We should have like a gallery playing in the background.
Fiend's
next
gallery.
Week.
Let's do it.
At What Culture WWE. Watch there. You can follow both of us. You can follow Andy Murray at.
Hey, I tell you what, if they sent us pictures to put in the background, if it's got to be some kind of reptile and or the Fiend. That's the category. So do that. Email me some stuff. Andy.murray@whatculture.com. Send me some stuff. Why not? You follow me at Andy H. Murray. The H stands for Have a Nice Friday, you absolute losers.
Follow me on Twitter at Adam Wilborn. Follow us all at What Culture WWE.
I'm only joking.
But for now, my thanks, Andy Murray. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon. Do the thing.
No.
Oh, this is myself, baby.